Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings. This fella's your host, Bill Miller. This lovely lady is your co-host, Mrs. Musings. All right, I'm soups excited because we are doing another CGC unboxing. We have a box of 25 comics that we sent to CGC about a year and a half ago. They came back about a year ago, and we've had them for months and months and months just trying to get the time to do them. I sent a letter to Mrs. Musing's talent agency, Do We Cheat 'Em and How? And finally I was able to schedule some of her time to make these videos. So we are doing 3 different unboxings, 8 in the first, 8 in the second, and the remaining 9 in the third. Very excited about this batch. It's the last box we have for quite some time, and the majority of these are keepers. Golden Age and Silver Age, I think exclusively. So if it's a comic that we're not keeping, that we're going to sell, I'll let you rascals and rascalettes know. But Mrs. Musings and I both predicted the grades prior to sending them in for cleaning and pressing and grading. So we will find out which of us was closer to the assigned grade on each book. All right, Mrs. Musings, are you ready? She's ready. All right, what do we have for the first book? Oh boy, we've got a Nick Fury book. What is that, number 11, 17? That is 11. All right, let's see what we got here. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., number 11. Marvel Comics, April 1969. Hate-monger appearance. Ed Sullivan and President Lyndon B. Johnson cameo. Frank Springer and Mike Esposito art. Springer and Windsor Smith cover. Super excited about this one. On the back, why don't you show the kids what the back has on it? All right, we have an advertisement for an art school. So if you think you can draw and you want to do it professionally, who is that? Famous Artist School, Studio A, is looking to help take you that final way to your destination. All right, Nick Fury number 11. I predicted, very ambitiously I might add, a 9.6. Mrs. Musings predicted a 9.4. So let us see which of us came closer. And the jury says 9.4. Well, Mrs. Musings hit the nail on the head with that one. And this is definitely a keeper. Oh, what do we have? Oh, and white pages. That's exciting too. So Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., issue number 11, 9.4 with white pages. I'm excited about that. All right. Let me make note of that. And what do we have next? Oh boy. I'm an EC addict. I'm a fan addict. I think we all know that. And this one is Haunt of Fear, issue number 20. EC Comics, July to August of 1953. What's that say? Bill Gaines and Al Feldstein stories. Jack Davis and Reed Crandall art. Ghastly Graham Ingalls cover and art. It doesn't say ghastly, I added that. And on the back, you can make big money with fast-selling warm Mason leather jackets. And if you got to sell something, wouldn't you rather have it be fast-selling? That's the way I always figure. Whether it's seeds or jackets, I want them fast-selling. All right, so let's see. What did we predict? Haunt of Fear, issue number 20. I predicted a 5.0. Mrs. Musings predicted rather boldly a 7.5. This is quite a difference in opinion. I hope she's right. So let us see what we were bequeathed by the CGC gods. And we have a 6.0. All right. That is fantastic. Absolutely love it. Where are we at? So I was slightly closer. It doesn't get old being right. I'm right often, more often than I'm wrong, but it's just a bit sweeter each and every time. So I beat Mrs. Musings like a rented mule on that one. I was closer with my original prediction. Haunt of Fear, issue number 20, 6.0, and off-white to white pages, which is pretty darn good for a Golden Age book. All right. What do we have next, dear? Oh boy, we've got another Haunt of Fear. Fantastic. So far, these have all been keepers. And this is number 22, double deuce, as the kids say. Haunt of Fear number 22, EC Comics, November to December of 1953. Bill Gaines and Al Feldstein stories. Jack Davis, Jack Kamen, and George Evans art. Graham Ingalls cover and art. All right. Haunt of Fear number 22. And on the back, you can go ahead and get your pen out and check the kind of body that you want. Because, who is it? Chuck Atlas is going to help you achieve said body. Fantastic. All right. Haunt of Fear, issue number 22. I predicted a 4.5. Mrs. Musings predicted a 2.5. Wow. We've got some really big differences in opinion on some of these older books. So let's see what we got here. Well, we've got a 5. And there you are, 5.5. Absolutely outstanding. With cream to off-white pages. So not the best page quality, but taint brittle. So we'll take it. 5.5. So of course, yours truly was much closer. All right. Ain't I something? Haunt of Fear number 22, 5.5. Let me get a high five on that one, Mrs. Musings. There we go. All right. Oh, that's my hair. All right, next one up. Ooh, boy. We've got an EC science fiction book. All right, what is this? This is Weird Science Fantasy, issue number, what? 24. There it is. All right. Let's see what we're dealing with here. EC Comics, June of 1954. Harlan Ellison's first professional story. Otto Binder adaptation. Feldstein, Binder, and Ellison stories. Wally Wood, Al Williamson, Joe Orlando, and Bernard Krigstein art. Feldstein cover. And on the back, boys, girls, men, women, the world is on fire. Serve the Lord, and you can have these prizes. Fantastic. Now, typically, I like to cut to the chase, and I don't bore you with all of the different prizes available. But in this one particular instance, since Mrs. Musings really loves when I go into these details, I will tell you some of the prizes. We've got a radio receiving set for scouts. How cool is that? Ooh, a 2-gun holster set. I like that one. A Joe DiMaggio baseball set. A walking doll. Would you like a walking doll when you were a little girl? That'd be kind of creepy. What else we got? Dick Tracy camera. I like that. An archery set. Roller skates, the metal ones that you clip onto the bottom of your shoes. A wood burning set. They have those now. and an electronic two-way walkie-talkie. All cool things that I would want even now. All right, so let's see. Weird Science Fantasy issue number 24. I predicted a 5.5. Mrs. Musings predicted a 7.0. All right, that's a very aggressive prediction, Mrs. Musings. Let's see if you're right. We've got a 5 in there. Oh, it's a 6.5. So Mrs. Musings was closer. All right, and we've got off-white to white pages. So a wonderful grade, 6.5, off-white to white pages. Very excited about that. All right, next up, we have Crime Suspense Stories, issue number 19. EC Comics, October to November of 1953. Used in Sodi. Bill Gaines and Al Feldstein stories, Reed Crandall, George Evans, and Johnny Craig art. Al Feldstein cover. And on the back, you can make big money with that same fast-selling leather jacket. So Crime Suspense Stories, issue number 19. I predicted a 5.5. Mrs. Musings predicted a 7.0. Let's see who was closer to the assigned grade. We've got a 5 in there. And a 5.5 it is. Right on the money for yours truly. Off-white to white pages, which is a pretty good page quality. All right, Crime Suspense Stories, issue number 19, 5.5. All right, next up, we've got Nick Fury, issue number 17, I do believe. All right, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 17. Marvel Comics, January of 1971. Marie Severin cover. And on the back, we've got Sizzlers from Hot Wheels. You ever eaten at Sizzler? No, not very good. Never been there and have no desire to go? All right, well, there goes our anniversary date dinner. I'll have to reschedule that. So, we've got Nick Fury, issue number 17. What's that? Oh, I love you too. Thanks for saying so. All right, later, all right? Let's not smut up this video, shall we? All right, I predicted... where's it at? A 9.2, and Mrs. Musings predicted a 9.2. So hopefully, we're both wrong on the cautious side. Oh, that doesn't look good. 8.5. Gosh darn it. Well, we were a little bit off. Off-white to white pages, 8.5. This one, I will end up selling. If it was a 9.2 or higher, I would have kept it. So Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., issue number 17, 8.5. All right, we got two more?
Yes.
Okay. Oh boy. We've got a weird fantasy issue. Issue number 22. All right, where are we at over here? There it is. It's the last one. All right. On the back, we can win a $150,000 cash prize for first prize. That's a lot of money back in those days. It's a lot of money now. What is this for? You got to follow the arrow, mail the coupon, and you'll receive the free official rules. That's a lot of loot. What do you have to do? Read these facts, mail coupon at once. I'm sure there's no catch. All right, we've got Weird Fantasy, issue number 22, EC Comics, November to December of 1953. Ray Bradbury adaptation, last issue. Becomes Weird Science Fantasy. Bill Gaines and Al Feldstein stories, Reed Crandall, Jack Kamen, and Bernard Krigstein art. Joe Orlando, cover and art. All right, so for this one, I predicted a 5.0. Mrs. Musings predicted a 4.5. And let's see who came closer. There's a 0 in there. All right, and it is a 5.0. I was right on the money with off-white to white pages. Again, a pretty darn good page quality for a Golden Age book. All right, and this is the last one. Let's see, we've got, what is it? Hit us with it. All right, it's a Weird Fantasy again. This one's issue number 20. Let's see if I can find it. Wait a minute. What was that one? No, what was that one?
It's 22.
Oh, I put that on the wrong one and said the wrong one. Okay. So, correction. I had the wrong one. So that's 22. I predicted a 4.5. Mrs. Musings predicted a 3.0. And that one was a 5.0. Okay. All right. So this is Weird Fantasy number 20, EC Comics, July to August of 1953. Ray Bradbury adaptation and letter. Bill Gaines and Al Feldstein stories, Severin, Elder, Williamson, Frazetta, Kamen, and Orlando art. Feldstein cover. And on the back, they mailed this coupon, and look what I did for them. A Charles Atlas ad. With transformed He-Man. All right, so Weird Science number 20. Again, I predicted 5.0 for this. Mrs. Musings predicted 4.5. And survey says 5.0. Right on the money. All right, and what's the page quality on that one? We've got off-white to white pages. Perfect. And that will do it for the first of our 3 CGC auction unboxings. I hope you enjoyed seeing the grade reveals with us. And if you did, I would encourage you to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you're alerted as soon as I release new videos. Thumbs up and comments are always appreciated. And we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.